Bold and the Beautiful, 4657, 912, 2005.
You apologized to Nick for not trusting you, and the whole time he's been lying to you and to himself.
I don't believe you. I'm not going
Call
to
your father. He knows. Call him. Jackie knows. No one wants to tell you, but I'm not going to stand by and watch your mother make a fool of you again. Bridget, your whole life I've never done anything but tell you the truth, no matter how painful it was. Bridget, your husband is in love with your mother.
You were magnificent out there. Yeah, the way you talked that man down from the ledge.
Convincing someone not to jump is Psychiatry 101. The fact that his building was on fire made it a little more difficult.
Make a hell of a team, you and me.
Yeah, but how often do you need a shrink at a fire?
You let me worry about the fires.
Putting them out? Or getting them started?
Keeping them alive.
Hector. Gosh, Hector. 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 Hector? Hector.
Taylor.
Are you all right?
Yeah, you left a message for me.
Yeah, when we talked the other day, I just wanted to make sure I was clear about what I was talking to you about with the conversation about the two of us, and,
When you thanked me for that wonderful evening.
right,
And for my friendship.
exactly.
And then you went on to say that I was, how did you put it? Oh, yeah, an amazing man.
Yeah, I also said that as long as I'm wearing this wedding band on my finger,
I
that
know, I can't see you.
you didn't have to come all the way over here. I mean, you could have just called.
I know, I just wanted to see that if you still had that ring on your finger. And if you still were as beautiful as I remembered. But you're not as beautiful. You're more beautiful. Taylor, I can't get you out of my thoughts. Come on, Bridget, pick up the phone.
Stephanie won't let her. We have to go find her.
Where do we start looking?
I don't know. But if Stephanie tells Bridget what happened between us that night...
We gotta check her house. That's the place we go.
She knows that's the first place we're gonna look.
Well, it doesn't matter. We check the house. I'll go to Forrester Creations.
Bridget, I love you, and I want to help you through this. Honey, you need someone on your side.
Well, I don't want you on my side. My mother and Nick had feelings for each other, Stephanie. Had. And they've promised that they have never and they will never act on those feelings.
Well, they've betrayed you. That's what your father told me.
Look, I've already told you, I don't believe you.
It's the truth.
It's a lie.
No,
That's
it's
exactly
not. Your
what it
mother's
is.
done it to you again. Only this time with the father of your baby. That's the tragedy.
guess I wasn't clear enough after all.
No, you were. I just wasn't listening.
Hector, you really are an amazing man.
But
I'm working on repairing my marriage.
not enough tape in the world.
Look, I just don't want you to get the wrong idea about that kiss. I just don't want you to think there was more to it. You know, I'm committed to working on my family and my marriage. I'm trying to be happy.
I want you to be happy. I just don't think that Rich is the guy that can do that for you.
I have to be the one to decide that.
You are such a giving person. If I thought he was capable of meeting you even halfway. Hey, Doc. You ready?
Jonathan, how's the flight?
We'll be landing in Santo Domingo in an hour.
Excellent.
Eric,
Look, don't even start, Jonathan.
I'm your lawyer. I have to ask.
Yes, I know what I want, and yes, I've weighed all sides of this decision.
But quickly.
Look, I don't waffle over my decisions, Jonathan. You know that. You do have Stephanie's power of attorney,
Yes.
which you can use in the Dominican Republic to get me a legal divorce.
Yes.
Then just do it.
Just think it over tonight. Do it for me.
Call me when you get to the hotel.
Have you seen Bridget?
No.
Stephanie's with her. And she's going to tell her what happened between me and Brooke on the boat.
Where is Brooke?
Oh, the whole night. You can't imagine how perfect it was.
I'm so happy for you, sweetheart. I feel closer to you than I have in a long time.
I felt closer to you too, Mom.
I tell everybody what a wonderful daughter I have. Oh, please, God. Let me find Bridget in time. Don't let Stephanie put her through this.
Brooke can be a loving and caring mother sometimes. She really can. I've never understood why she does the things that she does. I don't know if it's some desperate need of approval or a sense of competition with you. I've seen it so many times and with every man that's ever meant anything to me.
See, I think this is more between you and my mother. I don't need to listen
No,
to
it
this.
isn't. No. And you know why? Because you have known for months what's going on between your mother and Nick, and you've just been in denial about it. I don't understand how she gets away with all of this. I don't. I mean, the world is always wrong, and your mother is always right, and the men just go along with it. But it can't go on this way now. Not now. You have to be strong and smart, because you have a child to think about.
The baby.
You want to be in a marriage with a man who loves your mother more?
Nick is in love with me.
I think he feels obligated and honor-bound and responsible for the baby. But he is not in love with you. Do you know what she told your father after they thought that you'd had the abortion? They felt that Nick had no further obligation to you, and they pledged their love and their lives to one another.
No.
Yes, yes, honey. He is her destiny. She actually said that to your father. I thought it was a little insensitive. Now, why do you suppose this is? Why? Why suddenly is the father of your baby her destiny? Do you have any ideas?
No, Stephanie. I don't.
I know you love your mother. I know you do. And I know you want to stand by her. And that's very loving and sweet and loyal. But you can't do it now, honey. Not anymore. You've got to cut the cord. You have to see your mother for what she really is. A selfish, selfish bitch with a capital B.
Our counseling session, remember? Thought I'd come over, we could go together. I think it's halfway.
I thought we were going to meet at the therapist office.
Yeah, well, I started to think maybe I'd just pick up a few extra points for thoughtfulness, going the extra mile.
That's not the way it works.
And I want to convince you how much I want to get our marriage back on track.
I thought you weren't into counseling.
Originally, I wasn't. But you know what I am into? Her. My wife. And I will do anything to convince you how much I love you. Anything at all, Taylor. If you know what I mean.
I'll get my purse. He's trying, you know, he really is. He's trying.
If you say so. If he can give you happiness, that's all I want for you.
Nick, I'm going to go down to the beach house. You check out Big Bear?
Before we go anywhere or do anything, I want you to come clean with me about this. What came over you? How could you say anything to Stephanie about Brooke and me and what we said on my boat?
I wanted Stephanie to understand. I made a big mistake. Don't go yet. Eric Forrester.
We were disconnected.
Look, Jonathan, I don't want to discuss this right now.
I'm not filing these papers until we talk. I'm not going to let you do something you'll later regret.
Jonathan, if there was any kind of a doubt at all, it's gone now. I want that divorce.
Hello.
I'm at Stephanie's house, and her car is here, and there are lights on. She's here with Bridget.
I'm on my way.
No, I want to talk to Bridget alone. I'll call you as soon as I can.
That was Brooke. Stephanie got Bridget over at the house. So now we just wait. Hope Bridget stays strong.
The things you say about my mother are so ugly and so hateful, I wouldn't be able to believe them even if they were true.
The truth sometimes is very difficult to hear, but you have to face it.
She's my mother.
And she's a selfish and uncaring mother. The fact that she could take your husband, the first husband, away from you is unforgivable. But to do it twice? After she watched the pain that you went through? My God, that's sick.
If this was true, I know Dad would have told me himself.
Your father seems to feel that she's making some grand and noble sacrifice. I'm not quite sure that I understand that. Since when is it a sacrifice to not sleep with your daughter's husband?
I need to talk to my mother.
I think you should, by all means. Talk to her, but do not let her fill your head with lies. Because you know what I'm saying is true. You've seen it yourself. At the hospital, at your mother's home.
Just stop. Just stop.
Listen to me. Leave Brooke and Nick to each other. Trust yourself. Trust your own strength. I'll help you. I'll help you with the baby until you meet someone wonderful. Someone who'll love you. Love the baby. Help raise it with a good sense of morals and ethics. Honey, you'll have a wonderful life. A life filled with truth and decency and love. I know you, Bridget. You can't live any other way. If you try, it'll kill you.
Bridget, thank God I found you. I'm getting you out of here. Bridget.
So, you ready to go?
Always.
I'm talking about the counseling session.
If it's with you, I'm ready.
Dr. Higgins is the best there is.
Can't wait to meet him.
Her.
Her.
Dr. Mary Ann Higgins.
Oh, well, we should be able to wrap this up in one session then.
You think so?
Well, if this Dr. Mary Ann Higgins is the expert you say she is, hopefully she'll see I'm not such a bad guy.
I never said you were.
And maybe she'd be able to explain to you this understandable phenomenon of a man being in love with two women at the same time. You know, it's very common. You know that?
You think you're going to charm her?
Well, not on purpose.
Reg, you have to be completely honest if counseling is going to work.
And that works both ways, doesn't it? You also will have to be completely honest.
Of course.
Good. Because the only thing I want more than anything in the world is to come back home and be a family again.
Eric, if anything happens to threaten my relationship with Bridget.
Nick, I'm sorry. I thought if Stephanie saw the sacrifice you were willing to make, that she would understand the commitment that you were willing to make to Bridget.
Oh, please, you've been around this longer than anybody. You know that that woman would do anything to destroy Brooke.
If you and Brooke hadn't shown up at Big Bear together like that, Stephanie wouldn't have come to me in the first place.
That wasn't a planned meeting. It was a chance encounter. Let that go. Now, Brooke and I have been clean about this. We have put our feelings to rest. Bridget's happiness is more important to both of us than anything in the world. It's Stephanie, and you know it. She wants to destroy this marriage. She wants to make sure that Bridget hates her mother forever.
Bridget, come on. We're going.
Is what Stephanie just told me true?
She just told you something about me. Of course it's not true.
Were you with Nick on the boat the night that I told you about the abortion? Were you?
Yes. Yes, we were together, but nothing happened. We were devastated. We blamed ourselves, Bridget.
Your daughter wants the truth, Brooke.
Did you tell Nick you were in love with him? Did you tell him he was the one that you'd been searching for? Not Ridge.
Bridget.
Did you tell him that he was your destiny? Did you? As soon as you thought that I had lost Nick's baby, did you two run to each other and declare your love? Am I right, Mother? Is this true? Damn it, just answer me, Mother! Is it true?
Tell her the truth, will you? For once in your selfish, pathetic life, think of someone else and just tell her the truth.